Alrighty. Advanced scenario number 8. Robert Wharton. This is going to be fun. If you're doing taxes, you're having fun. If you're having fun, it's probably because you're doing taxes. Alrighty, let's check out the interview notes. Robert, age 33, lived and worked in the U.S. all year. He is single and has no dependents. Robert is not lawfully present in the U.S. and has an individual taxpayer identification number, an ITIN. An ITIN. I'm not sure if people call it an ITIN, but ITIN. Great. Robert has wages of $19K. He had no other income. He did not have any health insurance for all of 2017. And if he gets a refund, Robert would like to split it between two separate bank accounts. Excellent. Let's jump into this. Luckily, these are the 3 final questions for your advanced scenario test. Let's look at number 33. What form must be used to split Robert's refund? Options, those 3 forms, or no form because a refund can't be split. Well, let's take a look in the VITA 4012 Volunteer Resource Guide. Home to all tax questions and all tax answers, I should say. If you have a question, come to the book. Let's look under tab K, finishing the return. And there should be a section that talks about when you're done filing, where the returns go. Here we go. Let's go refunds. Check out refunds. Now, pointers for direct deposit refunds. It talks a little about how you're supposed to collect the numbers, how you're supposed to route them. But when you get down to number 6 here, it says, remember the split refund option. Or in other words, it is an option. You can indeed split a refund. If a taxpayer chooses to direct deposit his or her refund into 2 or 3 accounts, you will need to complete Form 8888. Did you catch that? 8888. It's there. So, let us go and remind Robert, that's the form we're going to fill out. The answer is A, Form 8888. That was easy. Number 34. What health coverage exemption does Robert qualify for? I'm not sure. So let's go to the book of answers. Let's go to the top. Index. Alrighty, here we are. Table of contents. The table of contents will tell us where we need to go. So if we're talking about healthcare stuff and exemptions, we're probably going to be looking under the Affordable Care Act, tab H. And if it asks us specifically for the exemptions, why, let us look under H14, the types of coverage exemptions page. So if you see here, we have quite a few exemptions that can be applied to get out of paying this penalty. But there's only one that we're going to use for our man Robert. So is it going to be actually one of the options says he doesn't qualify for an exemption. Well, I'm going to let you in on a secret. He does indeed qualify for a exemption. We're just going to find which one. Short coverage gap, income below the filing threshold, or not lawfully present in the U.S. or not a U.S. citizen. Just a heads up, B, income below the filing threshold, is often used in our BYU Vital Lab, just because a lot of the students that we run into don't have well, I shouldn't say most. Some students that don't have health care also are making very, very little, in which case health care is considered, or any type of coverage option is considered unaffordable to them. So you're able to apply for the income below filing threshold, and it's considered unaffordable, and, well, yeah, one of these two. And life is good, and you get them out of paying the penalty. So let's glance and see if Robert qualifies for any of these. This is income less than the applicable minimum threshold for the filing return. No code, see Part 2. Let's look at Part 2. Part 2, here we come. Part 2, threshold. Single, must file a return if gross income exceeds. Does it fall below that threshold? No, it does not. He is making $19,000, which is quite a bit above the numbers shown there. Next option is the short coverage gap. You went without coverage for less than 3 consecutive months during the year. No, Robert went without consecutive coverage for 12 months of this year, all of it. In which case, we won't be using the short coverage gap. You will see the short coverage gap being used when families, for example, switch jobs or get laid off, don't have coverage for 2 months, and then get a new job that covers them. And so, although they have 10 months covered and a 2-month gap in September, October, let's say, the government does not penalize them because of the short coverage gap, saying like, hey, we did our best, and it allows you up to 3 consecutive months during the year that you can basically plug this in, get an exemption, you're fine. Now, let's go to this next question, the civilization living abroad and certain non-citizens. This covers all of these bullet points. Who is physically present, who's on taxer, resident alien, or national. Not lawfully present in the U.S. and not a U.S. citizen or U.S. national. This is basically word for word of what we just read about our man Robert. Not lawfully present in the U.S. So, our man Robert can apply for a health coverage exemption, and it is the C. Not lawfully present in the U.S. and not a U.S. citizen. Excellent. Now for the final question, number 35. And then we're done. Then you're done, you pass the test, you're certified, you're good to go. Refer to publication 4012, tab H. Oh, it even tells us which tab. What a blessing. Which of the following qualify as minimum essential coverage? Well, let's take a gander. Tab H. Tab H, tab H, tab H. All right. Skim, minimal. Here we go. Types of minimal essential coverage. That's our page. So you can really just skim this. All of these count as minimal essential coverage. And our goal is just to find if any of these, or if all of these, or if some of these are considered minimal essential coverage. So let's glance. Medicare Advantage plans, the COBRA coverage. That sounds the coolest. Employer-sponsored coverage under a group health plan. Let's skim, see what we run into. Boom, group health plan. First thing. Well, that looks to me like that is indeed minimal essential coverage. Keep on skimming. Boom, COBRA. COBRA coverage. Also employer-sponsored. Also minimum essential coverage. Keep on skimming, keep on skimming. Boom, Medicare Advantage plans. Coverage under government-sponsored programs. And also counts as minimal essential coverage. So, for number 35, Medicare Advantage plans count, COBRA coverage counts, employer-sponsored coverage counts, the group health plan. So we're looking at D, all the above. Congratulations, you have finished the advanced scenarios, and you're good to go. Go get certified, knock it out of the park, and start having fun. Because remember, taxes are fun. Good luck.